The debate on masks is alive and thriving just as much as the virus itself. The questions a lot of people are asking, am I legally required to wear one? If I do wear one, what is the best option to protect myself and other people? We're taking a deeper dive into masks.
Coronavirus pandemic.
Caught on camera here.
When it came to wearing a mask, one man completely lost his cool.
There's no pandemic!
Right now in the United States,
I'm filing a f***ing lawsuit!
people should not be walking around with masks.
It's not legal. Just because everybody's doing it doesn't make it legal.
It's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is.
On February 29th, you tweeted quite pointedly, seriously, people, stop buying masks.
I believe there will be some very serious consideration.
There's so much information. We wanted to ask an expert what's right for your family.
So I think we got off to a bad start in this whole COVID thing.
Dr. Doug Ross, the chief medical officer at Advent Health, says we've come a long way since February.
The risk to Florida remains low.
People are talking about July, August. I say it washes through.
And despite the initial mixed messaging, the data is clear.
I preach wearing masks. I walk along Bayshore Boulevard there. I'm wearing a mask. By me wearing the mask, I am preventing droplets from spreading to you and or vice versa.
If you've visited any Advent Health hospital, you've seen Dr. Ross. Cardboard clones of Ross everywhere, reminding you to social distance.
The droplets are big.
He gave us a crash course in masks, talking about doctors who had to shave their beards to get that perfect seal, and pointing out why the N95 mask isn't best for the general public.
We fit them and then we put a saccharin mist in a face covering, and we see if they can taste the sweet. If they can taste the sweet, it's not working.
Seal's not there.
Seal is not there.
Ross says a simple, light cotton fabric works best for everyday use.
Here's one t-shirt, filters 70%, okay, compared to a regular surgical mask at 89%. The droplet carries the virus, but it can't get through to the mask. These regular masks, or even cloth masks, or homemade masks, are almost as effective as the N95.
It took a tragic turn. 45 people tested positive of coronavirus, and 2 members have died.
A now infamous choir practice in Washington state showed the country just how fast COVID-19 can spread. Singing aerosolized the virus, creating a super spreader event. The choir was social distancing, but no one wore a mask. More people, and the higher odds you get exposed to the virus.
I'm concerned anytime there's a large group of people come together who are not, following social distancing, aren't in a place where they can wash their hands frequently, and who are not wearing masks. You have to be concerned that there's going to be an uptick in COVID virus.
Multiple studies have shown that wearing a surgical mask can cut the spread of coronavirus by 75%, but some people are still split.
I wear it because I don't want to contaminate. I don't want anyone to feel like they're unsafe around me. And also for me, to be protected as well.
I wear a mask, if it's a must, but I'm not going to say that I wear it all the time. I'd be lying, but I do wear it if it's a must.
Many are still testing the waters when it comes to mandatory mask rules.
We don't even have a choice anymore.
In June, this passenger was removed from an American Airlines flight for refusing to wear his mask.
I'm sorry that you don't like it, but I don't like wearing a mask.
Well, I'm going to ask you to come off the aircraft.
Claiming he had a medical condition.
And she was like, well, do you have paperwork to prove it?
It's like everyone else. This is all new territory. We're all learning as we go.
Attorney Patrick LeDuc says health and privacy laws do protect people from disclosing why they can't have a mask on, but he says that doesn't mean that an airline passenger or a customer has the right to put others at risk.
No shoes, no shirt, no mask. No mas, no more service.
LeDuc says concern for public safety and common sense trumps most refusals to comply, and that level heads on both sides should prevail.
Give that person some thought and some consideration. And understand we're all Americans.
And they don't have a legal leg to stand on.
They do not have a legal, technically, if you're asking me as a lawyer, they don't have a legal leg to stand on. And feel free not to have to call me about it and say, I want to sue, because if you do, I'm not going to take your case.
All major carriers flying out of Tampa International Airport are requiring masks. Alaska Airlines, American, Delta, JetBlue, Southwest, and United.
New mask rules in both Tampa and St. Pete will be in effect.
You can face a civil citation in Tampa or a fine in St. Pete, Hillsborough, and Pinellas counties now requiring everyone inside a business open to the public to wear a face covering. Businesses will also be responsible for complying with the ordinances. And as I type this, more communities are debating whether or not to put in mandatory face coverings. Since Florida's first confirmed cases in March, we've now topped 200,000 cases with thousands dead.
You're wearing your mask for me, to protect me. I'm wearing my mask to protect you.
Face masks are here to stay, and wearing one or not wearing one shouldn't be a political statement. Ross says it is a selfless act. And it really means that you could save someone's life.
That's correct. You could save a lot of people's lives.
If you took anything out of this report, doctors say it should be that you go out into public with some sort of covering over your face. I'm Michael Paluska, WSFL TV.